Alright everybody, welcome back. Finally getting somewhere. And I just stuck the cockpit back in there, so I'll take all this stuff out. Prop it up here. Put everything in to make sure everything is still fitting. Still fits with the new stuff in, so. Still got to figure out a way to mount the seats. Front one's going to be a little harder than the back one, just due to the fact that the back one I got a hard mount to mount it to. The front, it just kind of suspends over the wheel area. So, but I got all the air stuff in. I got all the wires ran for all the electronics. I even turned it on earlier and started playing around with the gear door sequencer / failsafe. I ran down to a local hobby shop down around Nashville and I got a new servo. I got to send the other one back to DreamWorks for the air cylinders. So, but there you go. All that mess and everything. Used all that lace tape and stuff, you can see it there, to tie up the wires. Got them secured, put my receivers in, took some clear air tubing, cut little 1/2-inch pieces and hot glued them to the side, ran the antennas through them, did the 9-degree thing. Got all the air valves, there's the gear. And then there's the other side, the brake, the gear doors, and all the other accessories. This is where I plug in the data terminals for the ECUs. And I didn't have to trim this. These actually, I'm going to leave these screwed in and just stick the air hose on there and fill them as I need to go. And it does clear, which is a good thing. So, didn't have to trim anything. That'll cover all the stuff when it's down, so you won't really see anything. I'm going to paint that wood black just so it doesn't show underneath there. So we're getting there. A lot of crap in these things. It's hard to see, but it's in. So now I can finish up the wing stuff. I gotta mount the I gotta put an end on here. I'm gonna use, just like I did the Avant and my F-14, this will go in the wing. It's basically a double harness with a adapter that this will be bolted into the wing, the outside of the wing, so I'll just plug in right there and this will go into the wing. I'm going to take the female end off and put a male, and hook this S-bus terminal box to that, and then I'll run this one to the flaps. So this one will go to the flap servo, and then I'll plug the 2 slat and the spoiler servo into this one, because it's only a 4-box, so 1 box will be the lead and then it'll leave me 3. They make an 8 version of this, but I didn't want to spend the 30 or so bucks for them when this one will work. And then that's all I'll have in the wing. So be a nice simple cleanup. But I'm going to take a break for the night. That's a lot of work today. 2 days worth of dealing with wires and air tubes and everything. And so, but it's in. It works. No leaks as of right now. Like I said, I worked on the gear door and stuff, and that sequencer seems to be working fine. It's just not user-friendly programming, just like they all are. But it's the easiest one I've seen so far and it's got a light on it, so when you're working on it down in there you can see the pressure and the voltage going to it, and then when you stop messing with it, that backlight comes out. So it's real easy to see when you're trying to, you're in there making adjustments. It's real simple as far as, it's 4 buttons. There's escape, OK, decrease and increase, and then it'll bring up the screen. It'll say gear setup, door setup, timing, and ATVs, and you just hit one of those corresponding 4 buttons to get into that menu. And then once you're into that menu, the minus and negatives do the adjustments for the values, and then you click OK and it'll go to the next value. Alright, so what you do is you adjust the ATVs for the servo, and then the ATVs for each air cylinder. I did notice that if I move the ATV and the sequencer too high, it would basically, I don't know if it's a signal thing, but it would make the sequencers not work. So, but I got mine set to about 50%. The ATVs on the servo are like 20 on one and 48 on the other. It doesn't need much throw at all. So this is another high tech. It's a Mighty Mini, just like the other Metal Gear. It's just not digital. It's analog, but I don't care. I don't need a digital servo for this. So. And that's about it. Like I said, now I can finish up the wings and the rudders, and I still need to do the vent tube for the tanks, and to have the external vent to plug up the taxi tank. But look at that, that's nice and big diameter. That'll be an easy thing. And then I got to put the nose gear piece on and get it set right. Not a huge deal. I'm actually going to do it with it disconnected. That way I can just move it up and get it perfect. So, but battery's about to die. You guys have a good evening, and I'll get back to it again tomorrow. Take it easy. Cheers.